Girl Please podcast. Take 4.
Oh gosh. Welcome back, y'all, to the Girl Please podcast. I'm your girl Aja.
I'm Brittany.
Charlene.
And today we're gonna be talking about letting go. So them toxic situations that we talked about last episode. Now it's time for you to let it go so that you can elevate, prosper, and glow. Okay?
Move forward.
Yes.
There's plenty of fishes in the sea. So the first subtopic we're gonna discuss is repeating the same cycle with different people.
Yes.
I've done it plenty of times.
Man,
It's rough out here, y'all.
it's not worth it. I mean, sometimes, you don't realize it till last minute, but you gotta look out for those red flags. So, you don't have that issue of basically tolerating the same different actions. Well, the same different actions. Don't even make sense.
Actions.
The same actions
Yeah.
from different people. That's what I was trying to say. But, yeah, you gotta be careful. Because at the end of the day, it's about you and your peace and you.
And your mental
elevating.
health.
Yeah,
Because that could become draining. Like, you may not realize it until the end. Like I said, you don't realize it till the end that you repeating the same cycle with different people until you reach your breaking point and you realize how draining it was. Like, you're unmotivated. You're not the same person that you were, before these cycles. And I feel like some people like repeat that same cycle with different people because it brings a sense of comfort and that's what they're comfortable with.
right.
You have to be willing to accept being uncomfortable when it comes to change, especially when you're like you're costing your mental health and your well-being for
Right.
These situations. So
And 9 times out of 10, it don't really end up lasting. Like, it ends up becoming something more, becoming something worse than what it started off being. And you have to learn, too, like, what it is that you don't actually like. Like, that could be something you really don't like. You just never had the words to say, look, I don't like this. This doesn't work for me. So you dealt with it, which is how you end up in that same situation again with the next person. Because you never gain the courage to be like, look, I don't like this. This isn't working for me.
this is not what I'm gonna
whatever. And
accept.
that could be in any situation. It doesn't have to be with just a person.
Relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
We family.
A job,
A job.
baby. Because let me tell you, do you think I'm about to stay in the same work environment that I was before if I left the job to go to a newer job? No.
Absolutely
not.
Yeah.
You think I'm about to accept the same pay rate? Absolutely not. No. Like, what? But yeah, I think that it's a cycle that's hard to break. And then when you do break it, learning to cope with moving on is hard too.
Right.
Baby.
Because it's something you're used to.
And
Yeah.
You learn your value.
True.
You learn your value, your worth. Because not everyone deserves to, have that access to you. So it's okay. It's a learning process, and it could be uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, and that's okay.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
yep.
Speaking of moving on and change, how do y'all like find the courage to move forward, or like how do y'all deal with letting go?
Right. Well, I could say it's like when you find yourself basically in the same predicament, like that situation, or you see yourself like not progressing, or you feel this dark energy over yourself or something. I feel like that's when you realize, like, okay, something needs to change. So you start, of course, first we reevaluate ourselves. And then it's like, okay, maybe I'm not the issue. But then you start looking at others. And you be like, okay, so who is holding, like, once again, the value in my life? Who is helping push me to the next level, who belongs in the next season of my life.
Yeah.
And when you do that, then that's when, you start thinking about those things. You meditate, you pray, and you ask, for guidance, the Lord for guidance. Yes, I'm going to say the Lord.
Exactly. Hallelujah. But he's the head of my life.
Exactly. Okay. When you go to him first, out of all things, then, then he'll reveal it. He will reveal who belongs in your life and who doesn't. Like, I feel like everything is temporary. Like, everything is. Only thing that's internal is, like, God. He's internal. Thanks. So, it's okay for, to let go of the past and grow from it and move on.
Yeah.
And I feel like, too, like, when it comes to letting go of things, sometimes people have a hard time, like, letting go because maybe you're having, like, an attachment, or maybe you thought that things could work out in a different way than they did. Ooh. Like, not everybody is willing to compromise with you, and that's okay. When you find those people that are willing to compromise with you and understand what you're going through in life, you'll keep those people. Those people that don't understand that, they won't last, and that's okay. Everybody has a season. You get tired of expending that energy. And it's the more they do stuff, or the more you realize you really don't care for that, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's time to let this go.
Facts. And I know it can hurt though, especially when you saw like this whole,
you saw the potential.
Yeah, like you saw all this thing. Like I could, whether like it's being friends. Like I feel like we talk so much about like relationships lately.
You can even have them in friendships.
Yeah, like you're like, oh my God, see, like this been my friend, like she been my wedding, like she's been the godparent of my kids. Like we traveling, we going all together, like we gonna both be rolling the wheelchair if our kids send us in the nursing home. Yeah, and hopefully they don't. I hope not.
Look, and then once that friendship is over, it's like, damn, like, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, it does, especially in a relationship when just with a guy, when you just had this whole visual, like I'm
laughing, but that is something that
girl, it's
I've dealt with recently,
right?
And you're still learning day by day to move forward, because it's not a one day quick process of moving on and letting go. No, it takes time. However long it may be for you, for different people, it's different. But, each day is different. Like, one day you might, you be good. You ain't missing them, whatever. And then the next day, out of the blue, girl, they on your mind like heavy. And you ready to make a phone call. But, you know, you got to be strong and not
Because you go
fall
from,
back.
You go from girls need love. Girls need love too. And then next day you like, fuck that beach. Fuck that beach. But like that's how it be. But it's okay. Like we're all growing. Like you're gonna continue to grow. Like you learn different things. You learn different things about other people and yourself. So it's alright. It's okay. But okay. So I guess we'll get to our next little. What we call it again?
Sub point.
Yep. You. I mean, y'all know I'm a little off, but yeah. Anyways, so why continue to hold on to the past? Like why? Like why do we do that?
I'm guilty for it, and I feel like I said before, when you repeat the same cycle with different people, you're comfortable with it, and you try to like hold on to that little piece of comfort, although you and the person, may not be communicating anymore. Right. That's the only like memories of them that you have. So you try to hold on to it as much as you can when it can be hurting you in the end.
Right.
So I think that it's like when you're holding on to the past, you basically stopping yourself from healing. If that makes sense, because you've gotten comfortable, and it's like, most of the time we let that person go, or we like, okay, bump you, I can move on. But not only do we try to forgive and forget that person for whatever they did, for holding us back, whatever the case may be, but most of the time we forget to forgive ourselves and be like, forgive yourself for, allowing yourself to not see past what it really was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and to allow yourself to heal and move forward. Like you have to forgive yourself in the same and move on with yourself the same way you do with people. Because most of the time we do it with people and not ourselves, and then we end up going backwards and backtracking and like, well, in the past, and it's like time moves forward and waits for no one. You have to just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Right. Dang. That's crazy. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, for me, I be holding on to the past. I used to. I mean, sometimes I still do. I can't. Let's stop lying. But like, you know, like it's like, dang, bro, like I gotta learn this person color now. Like I don't get to know nobody else.
I don't have another ounce of. What's your birthday? I don't know.
Like, come on, man.
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite
That's
color?
like, it's like, fuck, like, I done wasted my time. It feel like you know, I hate wasting my time. So, for me to, like, that's why it's irritating. I'm getting mad all over again. But it's irritating because it's like, bro, like, we had this connection going, and then it's like, now I gotta, like, open myself up to someone else.
All over again.
Yeah.
It's like first
start fresh.
Yeah, first you have to
like
heal
all those
yourself.
first butterflies.
Once again, let's go back to
but if, what if you don't
so
get the butterflies?
Uncomfortable.
I don't mean like a connection butterflies, but you know how you have like, I'm gonna say more of a nervous feeling, not really butterflies.
Yeah,
kind of like,
anxiety.
because now here you are putting yourself out there again, trying to get to know somebody. So not really butterflies, more like that nervous feeling all over again. Yeah. Here I am putting myself back out there again and going through this whole process for it to possibly end the same way.
Or you for a shy person. I'm shy.
My guard is always up. So
like
for you to break it down like that and then do that, and now I gotta build it back up even higher for the next person, and I'm still looking at them side eye, trying to figure out what's going on.
And then there's still things that we may take from the last person to try to put it on the next person,
and that's what and that's where you mess up at.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Don't
take what somebody else did on somebody else, because I'll tell you one thing. Even though I don't talk to that person, he had a point. Don't treat me this way because of your past. That's true, because that could affect a lot. Like, girl, we gonna leave that alone. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, once again, see, I learned, even though you learn something every situation, every person you get, it's like you're either a lesson or a blessing.
I know.
Yeah, it's like it's either a lesson or a blessing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, sometimes people, they be in the wrong, but you look at yourself and be like, well, I kind of added into that wrong as well. So it's not just you pointing fingers at somebody else. You got to point them at yourself as well. So, yeah. Okay.
I also feel like, damn, I forgot what I was about to say, bro. Oh my god.
It's okay, take your time. Take your time.
Take your time, Croatia. I really forgot what I was about to say. Oh, and sometimes you have to move forward without really getting closure and accepting that you're probably never going to get that closure. You have to learn how to deal with that. I've dealt with that personally myself recently. You have to just learn how to accept what the situation is. Yeah, and just
because closure that is a trap. That is really. I feel like the word closure was created by the devil, because I'm being for real, because it's a trap. It really is. It's a trap to basically go back into that situation and repeating that cycle. Like, everything doesn't need closure. It could be very deceiving. Thanks. Don't need, people show you their true colors. Like, so that should be your closure. Not you going back and be like, so why you ghost me? Why you treating me that way? Because why you start messing with somebody else? Why you let me on? Why you need to hear that? They showed you. Exactly. Baby, move on. Go ahead. Go on by your business. Because, I mean, just no point. Don't even waste your time because they're going to do nothing but lie.
I think some people seek closure though too because they don't.
I feel like they need that validation or that
or like they
reassurance.
Need, like that type of reassurance. Or sometimes I feel like people ask just to see if they can kind of sneak their way back into, you know, the situation again, or to try to take the blame off of themselves for what they did or what they caused.
That's why I feel like it's a tricky situation because you never know how the other person is coming into it.
Right.
You may be coming on, you really trying to get some closure, and they coming on, they trying to see how they could get back into your life and into your opinions.
Right. So this, you know, with that being said, that goes into, you know, basically don't compromise your peace for a feeling of someone
or feeling with someone.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's easy. That could be temporary. That you're seeing the potential in them. Like I said, you're not seeing them as a whole person. You're not seeing the good, bad, and the ugly, or what they're really showing you. You keep looking at their potential. So, like, why do you think? I feel like I've done it.
We all guilty of it.
I'm guilty of it, so I'm just gonna, you know, stand on it. Like I've compromised my peace for the feeling of someone because how they made me feel, and you know, the potential that I saw into them. So that's how I feel.
Right, because like, you know, is that person really aligned with what God has planned for you?
Right. That's the thing.
And I feel like really God does not make no mistake on the situation. He places everyone into our life for a reason. Either you're a blessing or you're a lesson. Like you have to figure out which one they are and you know, charge it to the game.
Yeah. Are you a liability?
And the feelings can change because you have to get to know someone in every season. In every season of their life, whether they sad, they down, they happy, things are going great, things are going terrible. Like everybody's different through every season in their life, and that's where communication comes in really big because you have to communicate with this person. Like, look, this is what I'm used to doing, but this is what I'm trying to change so that they can understand. Or if you're not trying to change, just be clear about that too, so we can not let our paths cross anymore.
Right.
Because you do end up cutting off your peace and your sense of sanity literally for the feeling of somebody else because they make you feel comfortable.
Right.
And you end up like just messing a whole bunch of stuff up. And once you realize it, it's like, now I got to pick up all these pieces just to get myself back together.
Right. And when every time you meet someone new and you know it doesn't work out, once again, whether it's a relationship or a friendship, I feel that they take a piece with you. Like, well, they take a piece with them from you. Meaning, like, you know, you pretty much, I think that's why we go back to the past. You know, we hold on because it's just like, okay, like, I wasn't this way before I got with that person. Why am I having that feeling now? And it's because they took that piece with them. So that's why you should be careful on who you allow access into your heart. Because, you know, because you probably won't get that back. You grow from it. Yeah. It could be fulfilled with something else, but other than that, you gotta be careful who you let have access to you. And who you let back in your life. Yeah. Because, everybody don't deserve it.
No.
Not everybody.
Not at all.
But, yeah. So, what would the girls do?
This is my favorite part, y'all.
What
I swear.
will the girls do? The girls.
Yeah. What y'all do?
Like, what would y'all do? You know, would you keep going back to the past because it feel good? Or you gonna keep going to the past because you know, I don't know what we know.
So, what would you do if the person that you were dealing with, they did not want a relationship, but you did? Or if the roles were switched? What if you were the person who did not want a relationship, but the person you're dealing with do? What would you do? Would you let it go?
crazy part, I just seen a scenario just like that. It was on Instagram. Somebody was talking about that. I feel like I'm gonna say it in a way of, if I was the person that didn't want to be in a relationship and the other person did, I feel like from jump I would be clear about that. Like, I'm gonna lay all the cards out on the table and just make it known, look, I'm not looking for a relationship. This is not what I'm trying to do. And if you accept that, then just remember, I said I'm not trying to be in a relationship. But also, you can't do things that lead people on to make them think that you want to be in a relationship. Because as much as you can say you don't want to be in one, you'll do all the things like if you in one, and then either you end up getting caught up, or that person is like, but I thought you said you didn't want to be in a relationship. So you have to be clear of that too, because at the same time, in a sense, that could be your fault too.
Piss me off.
Because once you clear about that, like, don't play relationship with, like, if I'm the one that want to be in a relationship and you don't play relationship with me. Please if don't. You already said, like, I'm trying to keep the arm's length, and you trying to play like we're in a relationship, but then you gonna go on and dip, and then you're gonna try to throw it back in my face and be like, well, but I said I didn't want to be in a relationship. Then why are you acting like this with me then? Why are you giving me like the vibes and all the attention and all the things of a relationship?
You could still sit up here and play like you my boyfriend, but you could go outside and talk to this person, that person, and the next. However, if I do it, then I'm wrong.
Well, that pop out season, bitch.
Or come on now, like, no. Let's be clear about what's going on.
I think it's childish, honestly, because you just wasted my time. So I'm just gonna make it clear now. Just make a big announcement. We're doing a podcast. Next person, you either going to compromise. We're gonna be together, yeah, or you catch these rounds. And I'm not talking about in the bed. I'm talking about on the street, at your grandma's house, at your mama's house, your uncle's house, whoever. Do not do that.
Well, she said what she said. Okay?
Exactly. Y'all gotta stop playing with people. Y'all gotta stop playing with people emotion and time. That go for females too, because you got females that be playing the heck out of dudes.
And y'all be playing the good dudes too.
Mm-hmm. I know, and then they come over here
and they play me.
God, like, you know, like, bro, like.
Y'all send them to the next female that's good and they still playing that sad violin story. Like,
okay, they send up here on a raw wave shit. Like,
right, but like, to get back on topic, I mean, I feel that should be a conversation y'all should have. Yes, that conversation could be uncomfortable again. Once again, a lot of things are just so uncomfortable. But you need to have a clear understanding of what is about to occur. Like, what are we doing? That should be established from the first, really the conversation.
Because dudes know what they want when they first make contact with you, lay eyes on you. They know what they want.
Oh, for real.
That's why the conversation needs to be had at the beginning. Because, trust me, they know what they want.
They know they just trying to play with you. Or be
like, don't like, you know, pretty much be like, you know, walk up to me, how you doing, this and that, and I ask you, okay, what do you want? What do you see? Like, what's up?
If you say I'm just chilling, block. Like, stop. You playing with my time.
All I gotta say, if he hit you with that, what you mean? Run fast and do not look back.
Baby, she's a runner. She's a track star. Do
not look back, because I know what you want. You think you gonna get it, but you don't.
Like, if I was in that situation where that person did not want a relationship, but I did, you gotta learn to deal with, you know, they're not ready for no relationship. Okay, you cannot force a relationship onto nobody.
Right.
Thinking that they're gonna stay. So I'm just gonna move on. Okay.
And don't think you could change that person's mind.
No, you cannot. Once their mind is made up, their mind is made up.
Exactly.
You know.
That's why you should know the difference between a girl and a woman.
And a boy and a man.
Also, don't try to trap them with no children.
Child,
it don't work.
We're gonna talk about that.
That's gonna be for another day.
Ooh, cause
we ain't gotta go all into it.
Yeah,
just
but
don't.
You know.
But yeah, once again, know your worth.
Ain't gonna keep a man.
Know your value, and don't let someone trick you, or don't let the enemy use people to deceive you. because he can. Yeah. He comes in all different shapes, forms, and sizes, all that. So be careful. Yep. If anything, if you having doubts about it, you better run to the Lord like, Lord, show me.
And he gonna show you. You first of all, you have to be ready for him to show you. Right. Okay. But because he can show you the very next day. True. But are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
To accept
Don't ask if you are not ready to receive.
Please don't.
Right.
Like, you gotta understand that.
Yeah.
Like,
and don't let your loneliness trap you as well, because it can. Like,
baby, you have to learn to accept your singleness.
Right.
Love yourself first.
Be okay by yourself. Okay. Like, it's okay to be alone. You're not lonely. You're just alone. And there's a lot of peace and there's a lot of self-awareness in
right.
it.
You have to learn yourself before you could go and learn somebody else.
Because, self-respect comes before self-love. Just saying.
That part.
Just saying.
Ciao.
So, we love y'all. We hope, y'all learning with us.
Because we're learning too. We're not no experts at this. Some of us are still dealing with a moving on process and trying to, fully let go. But, so we are all learning.
Right. So we love y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Subscribe to the YouTube because we about to drop not only the episode Friday, but y'all gonna get a little video in between this episode that's about to drop and the next one. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, Girl Please Podcast. We're gonna be dropping some other little videos on there too. So subscribe.
Yep. Easy. So remember, keep God first. We love y'all. Be safe. Stay out them streets.
Stay out them streets, y'all.
Because we don't belong to the streets.
Okay.